Welcome to the Black Lion Podcast. I'm your host, Deron Lee, and today we have a special guest, Larry Nacole. And today we will be interviewing her about her life story and life experiences. It's nice to have you on the podcast today. How are you feeling today? You able to hear me?
Hello. Breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, I see that on both our sides. Well, it's better now.
Yeah, I think so. That should be better. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's what that's what this does sometimes. The signal freeze in and out. How you feeling today? It's freezing again. Um, you how is it now? Is it still freezing?
No, not really. No.
Oh, okay. I had closed out a lot of other tabs that I was using to see if they
Okay, yeah,
were.
it's a lot better now.
Yeah, I had to close a lot of tabs to make sure it had enough signal to get the
Mhm.
job done. So the first question I have for you is about early awareness and womanhood. When did you first realize that being a woman often meant having to be strong even when you were exhausted?
Well, to be honest, I have been going for the last like 9 or 10 years. I've been going through a lot, so I haven't really been able. I've been going through things like that didn't really. I don't think I've been really introduced to my own womanhood, but my grandmother, she she told me stories about how when she was younger, maybe around my age, probably probably younger than that because she started producing children when she was like 9 or 10. Can you hear me? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Could continue. I'm listening to you.
Okay. She told me stories about how she was like having problems in her relationship or her marriage with my grandfather, and she would have to. She had while she was pregnant, she had to walk to work, and she had 3 jobs, and she just had to do a lot to survive for her children at a young age. She had to learn that, and my grandmother just had. She has always took care of me. My grandmother, my dad made her a young grandmother. She was in her 40s, I think, when I was born. My dad and my mom was really young when they had me. My dad was one of her first kids to give her a grandchild. So she took care of me the same way, and then she's still taking care of me. So I mean, I've experienced certain things, but when it comes to like, I'm still when it comes to like when it comes to the things that my grandmother has dealt with, I'm still like I still haven't experienced that. Like I've paid bills before, but they not my like. I don't have my own apartment. I have had a car, but it was already paid off by me. Like I had bought my own used car before. I've never had a car note. I've never had like a rent to myself. I pay rent where I am. I pay rent. I help my grandmother and my auntie pay rent. Um, so it's not that hard on me, but it was hard on my grandmother when she was younger. She was pregnant with my uncles and my dad and my aunt and everything. She had to work 3 jobs while she was pregnant, and like it was just crazy. So, and like I said, she took me in and she worked hard for me. She sent me because, like I said, my mom and my dad was young. I was safety patrol when I was in elementary school. She was the one paying for my trip to Washington D.C. She was the one helping me get school clothes and just that's how it was for her. Me, I still got a ways to go when it comes to true womanhood. When it like I've me being tired being a woman, I was actually sexually assaulted, and
I'm sorry.
he got one. What happened?
I'm sorry to hear that you were sexually assaulted. I'm still listening to you though. I don't know why these things keep freezing though. 'Cause I don't got a lot of stuff on no more. I had to click them all. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, because when you start talking, it's like it start breaking up.
Okay.
Yeah, but when you was talking, like when you was talking about you, you being sexually assaulted, it start to break up.
Oh
So when in your house, are you in a room where you don't get good phone signal or anything like that?
no, I should be fine.
Okay, so that
Everything
should be
should be fine on my end.
well. We could continue. That's fine.
Okay, but yeah, I got I got sexually assaulted very badly, like, and it
What What's about a friend, family member, stranger?
it was a stranger, some weird dude on Facebook. Never seen him before, and I guess he started liking me, and he till he wanted to talk to me, but he's a lot older and he knew I wouldn't like him, so he took it upon himself to try to take it from me
Did the
and
cop
make me suffer for not liking him. One of those type of dudes.
I'm sorry that happened. Did the cops ever get him?
It's okay. Well, I'm not. I just kept reporting it. I'm not really aware of what the police is doing. I just kept reporting it, and I still report it to this day. The reason you and I even met, I believe, the reason you and I even spoke, I'm still reporting it because that was there. He is so strange, and I believe because of what he does, he did something to like make him not be able to be touched by cops. He's into spiritual things, like, but he evil. He real evil with whatever he has, and he likes to do evil rituals on people, and it's catching up to him. And he made himself like immune to cops, like, so I'm not aware of what the cops have going on. All I know is just keep reporting it. I know they're listening, but I don't know what they're doing. And I don't know if they want me to know what they're doing for a second because I was scared. I tried to report that to the police. I was scared too because they will put you in a psych ward. I've been through things. They will put you in a psych ward. And it's crazy because the person has connections like throughout this country. He has different connections because he has like money and stuff. So I'm thinking that he had connections with the police, sex trafficking and whatnot. So the police actually had something to do with this. So I don't trust the police. I do not trust the police because of the way they treated me, the things that I had found out. I was supposed to be hurt by the police. I was supposed to be killed. I was supposed to be hurt by the police. I'm not gonna say too much, and I'm gonna say I think allegedly I was supposed to be hurt by the police. They were supposed to because my first encounter with the police in this situation, he asked me my name, and when I said something, he slammed me. I didn't never disrespect him. I was scared of something. I was running from something, and when the police caught up to me, because somebody called the police, when the police caught up to me, he like when he asked me my name, I gave him a name. I didn't give him my name because I was scared, and he slammed me on the ground and he put me in handcuffs. I was scared, like I was just really scared. So I
Yeah,
didn't. My instinct said, "Don't tell him your name." But I don't trust the police. They were supposed to do the wrong thing to me. They're supposed to. I'm trying to keep it to where like I gotta put the information out a little bit by little bit because it's like um I have to be careful, saying certain things because because like I don't want to cause problems in the case. I just have to be careful with the way that I do certain things because I've been through. You can hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you. Certain things you can't talk about because it's still an open investigation.
I mean, I can. I just have to be careful how I put it out because I've been through a lot. I'm on medicine. I've been through like I've been through the mental. I've been abused by the same person. He abused me mentally, spiritually. He abused me. So I'm on medicine. I've been to plenty of different psych wards. I've been arrested not arrested, but detained plenty of times because the police had to carry me off to psych wards. But I'm not violent or I'm not like going off on people. They just want to check my brain and they just want to make sure they keep taking me to court, and keep telling me, oh, you're going to win your case. You're going to win your case. They're investigating my mind because of what I post and everything, and because of what my family keeps reporting. So they just keep investigating what's going on. But I'm on medicine for my brain, to keep my brain, to keep me calm, to keep me from being depressed, to keep me stabilized, and to keep my brain, to keep my mind soft and calm, like just to keep me flowing properly.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. We all
So
go
I won't
through different things in our lives at different
like
times.
go underneath
Yeah,
I'm not, you can hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Even though your screen,
I've never been like psychotic. I've never went like I went up. What did you say?
I say you could, even if your screen freeze, you could continue to talk because I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. I just want okay. All right, cool. Okay, yeah, I'm just saying like I'm on medicine and everything. Yeah, I gotta make sure I took my medicine this morning. I'm on medicine for my brain because I went through a bunch of abuse. He abused me very badly. And him and a bunch of other people abused me very badly, and it messed me up. Uh
So when you say
so
abuse,
that's
so you was actually penetrated.
no, it was everything was very see, this is what I mean where I have to make sure that I tell the story a certain way. Everything was extremely spiritual. And yes, I was penetrated, but it was extremely spiritual. Like they had my blood. Like I think they when I okay, I went to they carried me to the hospital through the police, and I was in handcuffs, and the nurse, I was calm and everything, but the nurse was like, I'm finna give you she didn't say nothing to me. Well, she said something to me. She had a paper and it was fake. It was a setup. They had set me up in a hospital. And believe it or not, like people might think you might think I'm crazy. Like a lot of people get okay, hold on. Let me relax. A lot of people get set up in those hospitals. And you'll be surprised like what goes on in those hospitals. I'm in the admission room where you get like your information taken and everything, and they put you in a computer and they put you in your room and everything. And she had a paper and it was fake. And she had a paper and it was fake. And she had wrong birthday on it. That. I said, no, that's wrong. That shouldn't be like that, you know. She just like, oh no, don't worry, we can get it fixed. Like she had like I don't know her and she doesn't know me, but for some reason, like she just treated me like she didn't even like me already. So I'm in handcuffs and I'm sitting on the bench. They took me to the bench, and one nurse held me down, and the other nurse that was reading the paper that was talking to me, she had syringes in her hand. I'm like, what is that? She was like, something to calm you down. I'm like, I'm already calm. I don't need any medicine. Like, you're not gonna give me an evaluation. You're not gonna do. You just gonna stick me with that. I don't even know what that is. I'm like, what is the name of that? Like, what is that? You know? So I'm calm. I'm in handcuffs, and she stuck me with that. It's a syringe, and I knew it was something bad because well, I didn't know at first, but I knew after she stuck me with it because she stuck me with it twice. She had two syringes full of this substance. So she stuck me with one syringe and she stuck me with that and it like and it was like and she went ahead and stuck a syringe full of whatever that was, and it didn't make me. I don't know if I was unconscious, but my heart stopped because I had slumped over, like I fell over, and I'm in handcuffs still, and I fell over, and I don't remember nothing that happened. I don't remember anything. All I remember was waking up like however much time later with my blood taken and different clothes on, but I wasn't in the room. I was still in the waiting room with my blood taken, and I didn't have my normal clothes on. They had changed my clothes. So I guess the police took his handcuffs off of me. Hopefully he's seen that that was wrong. And so I'm up, looking at the bandages on my arm, and I'm like, how is that even legal? Like, what did you do to me? I don't know if I was dead. I don't know what happened. All I know is to this day, because I still talk about this injection. To this day, I can still feel that same injection in my arm. Like I can still feel it slugging me. Like and then once I feel it every now and then, it's like slugging me. It's like it keeps slugging me over. Like like it's sluggish inside of my skin. Like it's very thick inside of my skin. And that was years ago. That was a long time ago. That was years ago. That was almost 7 years ago. And it still affects me to this day, since a little bit, like a little bit. You will feel it inside of my skin. But yeah, they took my blood, and next thing you know, I started having issues. Like, where did my blood go? They took my blood and they didn't give me no evaluation. They didn't give me no blood work. I didn't give them permission to treat me for anything. I was calm. I didn't have no issues with
No
nobody.
medical
I was just
summary.
taking notes, taking it. I remember the lady's name. Huh?
I said, did they give you a
What you
medical
say?
summary? A health and medical summary.
No,
All
they didn't give
hospitals
me
supposed to do
nothing.
that.
They didn't give
They
me
supposed to,
nothing.
like,
They
basically it's
didn't give
supposed to be your
me
treatment.
anything.
That's
I'm
crazy.
still fighting this case. I'm still fighting this case, and I think what I'm feeling like is somebody don't want that getting out. The reason why it's taking so long for me to get justice, somebody don't want that getting out about what happened to me, because I was supposed to be dead. Somebody tried to harm me very badly. I was supposed to be sex trafficked, but I was kept safe by somebody because I reported what happened to me. Instead of letting it happen, I was supposed to be deceased. So I didn't get scared. I wasn't scared to say nothing. I said something. But yeah, you can ask. I don't want to waste too much time. We got a whole bunch of questions to but we got a whole bunch of questions to ask. And we still on the first one. But I appreciate you listening to me though, because you did ask me another question. Yes, I was sexually assaulted. I was just giving you a little bit of how it worked. That is a big case, huge case, and I believe that case reached the White House because, like I said, the police was involved in that. I think the police was supposed to sex traffic me somehow, or either brutally hurt me somehow. Some road cop, not road, but some kind of some bad cop was supposed to hurt me very badly. So yeah,
Karma,
that's
they,
a part of my story.
yep, because karma come to everybody. She might delay, but she never miss. So everybody gonna get
Right.
their karma. Yep.
I think I got some good karma. Right, right.
So I'm gonna move on to the second question where we talk about. What the question is: what part of being a woman do people benefit from the most, but rarely protect?
Like her body, her sex appeal, her style, her sex,
And why do you think
yeah,
that?
like people will complain about how a woman treats herself, how a woman carries herself, and not, and it'll be her how she's doing that. Don't rape her, don't touch her. But a lot of the times people are like, oh, if you get hurt, if you get raped, if somebody do this to you or that to you, don't complain because you shouldn't have this out, or you shouldn't be dressed this way or something like that, but I'm thinking like, is it that way for men? Like,
It's a double standard.
is it that way for a man too? Doesn't Right, right.
But now in
But that's
prison,
how I feel about that.
but from what I heard about, if men dress a certain way in prison, they are they are forced to become a woman, basically. So depending on the
Okay.
situation. So there's rules for prison and there's
You
rules
said
for,
prison?
yes.
Oh, you talking about like when people want sex really badly
No, so basically we're
in
talking about
prison?
the way that people dress. So you know when guys be sagging out here in the regular world, they say if
Uh-huh.
you sagging, you fagging. So, but the fagging part come from people
Right.
being in
Yeah, that's what
prison.
I mean.
hmm
Right.
So,
Okay. That's crazy. Okay.
so it's a little bit of both. It's a double standard, but in some circumstance, they are similar, depending on where you at.
Yeah. Do you believe that people can do 25 years without going through that?
Yeah, um, I know some people said that they didn't have to go through none of that. So, cause you know a lot of people they
Okay.
either find religion in prison and stuff like that, and they get protected,
Right.
so that so they don't gotta go through all none of that stuff. Just depends on the journey and how everything turns out when people in prison
Right.
and not. The next question I have for you: who do you think first taught you how to suffer in silence?
Who taught me how to suffer in silence?
Yes, the first, yeah, the first person who taught you how to suffer in silence.
Um, hmm. Hmm. I'm thinking between my grandmother and my dad because okay, not too I haven't really I wasn't taught how to suffer in silence. Let me see. Because I went through things as a child, and I went to my grandmother and my dad about it, and my dad took action and so did my grandmother took action. They both took action. So they didn't make me suffer in silence at all. I don't know how to suffer in silence. Like that's not me. Like, and the thing is, me going through what I went through these past few years, it's driving my grandma. I feel like it's like irking my grandma nerves hearing about it because it's been years, and for some reason, it's still not like getting any better or anything in my life. Like God is just at a standstill, trying to figure out what to do about it. And she doesn't want me to post it. She say stop posting about it on Facebook. Before the FBI pick you up, and she likes to tell me, "Stop doing that, stop doing this, stop." And it's just like, "Grandma, I have to in order to get the help that I need." I don't know if she wants me to suffer in silence or either she just doesn't wanna hear about it. I don't know exactly what that is supposed to be doing, but she just
Do she believe you?
she doesn't bother me about it no more, but at one point, my dad was doing the same thing, telling me, "Don't post about it." But I didn't get it, like, "What you mean
Do
don't
they
post about it when I need to? Because that's how Imma get me some help. That's how
do
I'm
they
going
believe
to
you?
get that's how I'm gonna report it?" My dad was like, "Report it to me," and I'm like, "No, I need to report it to everyone so everybody can see that, because that is how that I got my life saved. I got my life saved that way, so I'm gonna keep doing it." And I was thinking to myself, "Am I being disobedient? Do I really need to stop doing that? Like, what is the problem?" And I can't think of a reason why. I can't think of a reason why I need to stop talking about it on Facebook.
Do they
So
believe you?
I don't know if what happened.
I was asking you, do they believe you?
Well, I showed my dad who the person is, and my grandma probably just didn't understand what was going on because she kept thinking that I had a mental illness, which is exactly what narcissists want you to think. I kept telling her that of course, they're gonna make you think that I have a mental illness. They want me to look crazy because I'm on medicine. The doctors keep giving me medicine. I don't even talk to the doctors about this situation because I just tell them ain't nothing wrong because I want them to send me home. But they keep telling me that they keep showing me that they watching my Facebook page. The reason why they keep even getting me sent out of my house like that because they watching me on my Facebook page. So I don't know. Like I think my dad finally believes me. My dad at first he was like, "It's just a figment of your imagination." I'm like, "No, sweetheart, I really need to be in court. This is not nothing. This is a real situation that I'm in." Because I didn't tell him. I wasn't tell Like I said before, I have to be careful how I put the situation out because people will try to say that I'm crazy because that's what this person want people to think, that I'm just crazy. No, I was hurt pretty bad. I was hurt. Okay, I was hurt. You can probably hear it in my voice that
You
like
were
I've been
you remind me of a
mentally
you remind me
abused.
of a movie I watched before, and
Oh
nobody didn't want to
wow. What
believe
kind of
her.
movie? What was
It
the
was
movie called?
like the same, like said she was raped, but she was raped by some guy, but he was powerful. He had put he had power and influence, and nobody didn't want to believe her, and she just had to keep doing different things to get her story out for people to believe her until she found other people that he had done the same things to. See, when there's only one person, it's hard for
Exactly. I
people to
went through that
believe.
before too.
But when there's more than one, then
Right. Yep, I went through that too. I went through the same thing. Finding people was like, "Oh yeah, I kept having dreams of him doing this to me. I kept having dreams of him raping me. I went through the same thing. People kept telling me, and do this and do that, and I went through that.
uh, so we're gonna continue to move right along with the Next question.
I hope he regret touching me that way. Huh?
I said we're gonna move forward. Yeah, he gonna regret touching you. But I said we're gonna move on to the next question. I was saying,
Okay.
when did you first learn that your skin tone will affect how you were treated?
Well, I am not too dark. I'm not too dark and I'm not light. I'm right in the middle. I'm a cocoa brown. I'm toasted marshmallow. I'm brown skin and you can't go wrong with brown skin. I don't
Hmm.
get treated bad for my skin color. I don't have any worries about my skin color.
That's good. And
Hmm.
you shouldn't have to.
Yeah, no matter if I was light skin or dark skin.
Yeah. And the next question: who benefit from you not feeling beautiful or confident?
Well, maybe racism maybe, and me getting older, and trying to find love. Um, I've been through things a little bit with people that were jealous of me, jealous of my future, jealous of my shape, jealous of my beauty, and they tried to hurt me and it backfired, and they started like having issues with their body, sicknesses and illnesses and stuff like that with themselves, and it made them be even more jealous of me. So people that would talk about me, oh, you're this, like, because I'm thicker, because I'm a, black girls are like, they carry weight different, even though these days white girls be thick too, but black girls, we carry weight different. So somebody calling me fat, and somebody's abusing me because the thing is I want to lose weight. I want to get smaller so I can fit in cute clothes. They keep harassing me. Oh, that's why you fat, and that's why you this and you that. You ain't gonna lose weight and this, that, and the third. It's so stupid and childish what they got going on because they're miserable. I don't want to say too much about that on your because they have a big illness. I don't want to say I don't want to spoil the when it's that like they have a really big sickness, not in the mind, but a physical blood sickness, a blood disease, and they're struggling with it, and so they think they're a little powder. They think what they weak, still trying to throw hits at me. So they like to call me fat, and this, that, and the third, and oh, that's why my husband don't like me, and blah blah blah. So, um, if I was to let that get to me, they would feel good about what they were doing. They would try to tear me, trying to tear me down and stuff, trying to, saying I'm this, that, and the third. They they want to see me cry. They want to see me break down. They want to see me get depressed. They want to feel like they're doing something to me because they can't get to me any other way, and it's just not working. His exes, and you know, they want to get they probably jealous, me, and
Yeah, I
they
understand you.
harassing me. I gotta be careful with the things that I say. If you wondering why I have to talk a certain way, I have to be careful. But I've been getting harassed by exes, and they want to see me fail. They want to see me, they want to see me cry. They want to see me be hurt. They want to see me be less than who I am. They don't even know me. They just looking at me and harassing me and saying things about me, and just seeing what I do, seeing what, just trying to get to know me a certain way, seeing what I do if they harass me. So
That's it.
that's who would benefit from that. His exes and my enemies.
Yeah, that's it's unfair, and they need to stop.
It's okay. It's a little child. They childish. I ain't child. I don't even. That's okay.
The next question I have for you: what did survival teach you that healing later had to undo?
Well, I'm still in my survival stage, so I'm not even near my healing stage. I'm still trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to get out of the situation. Like I believe my healing will start once I get with my husband. Because right now, him and I are long distance. We went long distance, so well, I'm still surviving. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm paying bills. I'm still trying to figure out myself. I'm still trying to figure out my career path. I'm still trying to figure everything out. My healing didn't even begin yet.
That makes sense. But you are healing slowly but
Um,
surely. You are healing though, cause I know.
yeah, I asked for healing. I prayed for some healing. You know, I mean, like I said, I'm on medicine. I'm on pills. I take
Yeah,
pills.
some
I take
some different
medicine.
forms of healing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I take pills myself for depression and anxiety, so I understand. When did survival start pretending to be ambition for you?
Mhm.
Were you able to hear me? Hello, Larry. You still there? Timed out. You computer logged off. Hello? Yep, we back and that's crazy though. But the last question I had asked you was when did survival start pretending to be ambition for you?
Oh, well, like I said before, for the past 8 or 9 years, 9 years maybe, I've been, just trying to figure out my life. Like I know what I want to do. I have several career paths and more than one way to to have a stream of income. But it's just every time I start something is like I have like every time I start to do something, I believe in God and everything. I feel like I'm waiting on God to help me figure this out. I feel like I'm waiting on God to help me figure this out. I'm sitting here going through that. Now, I'm saying that because
You breaking up again.
my ambition I have a little certificate, I have a dual spirituality and art. I wanna work and save my money for I have to get a new car or either fix the one that I have. I'm doing quite a few things. I'm trying to do quite a few things for myself, but I have used to be because of me trying to survive through the situation. Um a lot of things about me has changed. I done got older, like things have changed, and it's just my ambition has gotten stronger. I just have to wait on God to guide me through the situation because it's just I feel like I'm not gonna be able to pull through without God. I have to stay in prayer and I have to, draw closer to God and, hope he hear me because it's a bunch of people around earth who's probably in the same situation that I'm in, and probably doing the same thing that I'm doing. And God is an almighty God. He omnipresent and everything. It's just, and he work on his own time. He work in mysterious ways and he's always right on time. You know what I'm saying? It
Yes.
just, I wish that, I wish me and God seen eye to eye sometimes because the way that I'm doing my life is just, and I'm letting him have his way with my life because it seems like I have no other choice. I can't make my own decisions no more, and things are just getting crazy. So the only thing I have is just ambition right now.
And that's and now I can understand that. I know a lot of people, not just you, but other people feel that way too sometimes.
Right,
They just go with the flow, even though they still got their own plan, but
right,
they still
right.
let
Wait, faith
powers that
without work is dead.
that's true. So we're gonna continue to move on to the next few questions. The next question is, have you ever loved someone more than they love you? And how did that change you?
Say it again.
Have you ever loved someone more than they love you? And how did that change you?
Uh, um, I haven't been in a real relationship since I was 19 years old.
And what was that relationship consist of?
So I'm you know, it was we loved each other, we enjoyed each other, but it was just fun, and I let him know that. We were just having fun, you know. It wasn't gonna we were together for like 8 or 9 months, so it wasn't going to be a long-term relationship, and I let him know that because we weren't soulmates, like we weren't gonna get married. Um, so I never really loved someone more than they loved me because I was always having fun. Now, getting older, um, I haven't really experienced my love life. Just I haven't. I'm waiting on my husband. I'm celibate right now, so I I'm not in a relationship. I just I'm chilling right now. I don't have really too much going on right now. I'm not in no real relationship. I haven't been in love in years.
I can understand that.
So I never experienced that.
Okay. So when you were in love or when you were in some type of relationship, what did that cause you as a woman?
Uh, Nothing. In each relationship that I've been in has always taught me something. Um, it always each relationship I've been in as a young teenager has taught me about how to be getting older. It has prepared me for getting older. Um, Taught me about cheating, and it taught me about sex. Taught me about how to stay when things get rough, and it didn't cost me much. It taught me about mother-in-laws and father-in-laws and other family members, and taught me about the uncles and the cousins and the brothers and the sisters, and how people you interact with different people, how they gonna treat you being in a relationship with their family member. It didn't cost me nothing. It just taught me a lot each time.
You know, that's how I felt. We even if it don't cost us nothing, it does teach us lessons.
Uh-huh.
The next question I had for you: what truth did you silence just to keep the peace?
What truth did I silence? Now, the situation that I've been going through, like literally, it consumes my life. Like it drains me of my life force. It's so horrible what I'm going through. I set myself for a very long. I went a very long time without reporting it just to satisfy my family, just to keep my grandmother happy, just to try to keep even myself happy, just to give my friends a break. I tried to I tried to numb it down a little bit, like just stop talking about it for a second and see what happens. It didn't change it. it didn't change anything. I was still going through that. So I was a little uncomfortable, but I tried to just stay silent, just don't say nothing thing, and it didn't work.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And nobody should have to go through that.
Yeah.
Moving on to our next question, series of questions.
Yep.
Why do you think women are expected to endure instead of being cherished?
Why do I think women are supposed to and expected to?
Endure instead of being cherished.
This including white women, or is it like a black thing?
All women, or however you take
Okay.
the question,
Hmm.
however you want to answer the question.
Mhm. Right. Hmm. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Hmm. Hold on.
Because we know all women do adore something, but they all handle it differently and get different types of help.
Well, women. I'm thinking about how I don't know if this would make sense. Women, when it comes to making children, we will lay down with a man, make love to him, conceive a child through sexual intercourse. Like here's the man is like, here's my seed, and then the woman is like, here's my egg, and the woman carries that human baby. The woman carries that child for 9 months, full term, and gives birth, and it's supposed to be one of the most painful things you will ever experience in life.
Hmm.
That's something that a woman does for the on this earth, and she's been doing it for a very, very long time, right?
Yes, yes,
That's just something that we do, and we strong and we do it. And sometimes sometimes we pass away. Sometimes it breaks bones. Sometimes we sometimes we well, I don't, where am I going with this? Let me see. Because at the same time, she also, maybe I'm not understanding your question. She gets cherished for that because she's bringing a child into this world. But then again, sometimes women get left. They get left alone to be single mothers. Um, the dude doesn't even show up to the hospital to take care of the baby. She don't get treated right. Um, a lot of things happen nowadays, because of broken families and broken homes and everything. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to lay something out so I can understand exactly how I'm trying to answer this question, because maybe I'm not understanding your question. Can you explain your question?
so okay, so basically they say that women are supposed to create a home and stuff. Like basically she supposed, like when you got children and stuff, She supposed to be the main one at home. She supposed to be the nurturer, the matriarch and stuff like that, or to help make sure that the children grew up the right way, respectful, decent, and etc. 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 But we also know that she went through things when she was a child and things of that
Mhm.
sort, and she finally found a person that she could really build a family with. But she also endured during those
Uh-huh.
times to get to that point where she was able to settle down, start a family, um, be able to be this soft woman that she wanted to be, and also healing and things of that sort. But what the question about is she supposed to just keep enduring instead of being cherished? That she got to keep going through this trauma, these traumatic experiences instead of just being cherished more so. And more so, I would say
No,
that for
especially if you okay. So I would say keep going.
I was about to say more so for, I would say the black female, because they are the ones that suffer the most, that endure the
Uh-huh.
most.
Right. Right.
But you can answer the
So
question.
okay. So I was somewhere. So I was somewhere along those lines. I would say no because of my belief in God. Like I feel like if a black woman, especially a black woman, keeps her faith in I wouldn't say especially a black woman because I try to stay, e- well, I try not to
Neutral.
bring race. Yeah, exactly, equality. Um, um, if she just keeps her faith in God or her, if she knows, if everybody's waking up, everybody is having spiritual. I wouldn't say everyone, but people are having spiritual awakening. She learns about karmic relationships. She learns about soulmates. She learns things for herself to make sure that she's prepared for that type of life. She will, and the black man will make sure for the black woman, like he's supposed to give her that knowledge, and she gives him that wisdom to apply to his life, and she's applying the knowledge to her life because she that's what wisdom is, applying knowledge to life. I feel like she would do things for herself to make sure that she is cherished. She would do things for herself to make sure that she doesn't have to just endure anything because that's not happening no more. A lot of us are learning about how to fix dysfunctional families. A lot of us are learning about how to fix broken homes. A lot of us are learning about um our history and how they broke us and everything into pieces with slavery. And a lot of us are learning about how we were separated and we just not going to go through that no more. Like we learning, like we young right now, and we learning about marriage, and we learning about this country, the history of this country with us in it. We're learning a lot of different things. So I feel like if the black woman is learning all of this knowledge from the black man and then we both applying it to life, we don't have to endure sugar honey iced tea. We're gonna be cherished because we cherish each other because we're awakening. I feel like that's just what it is. Everybody needs to have a spiritual awakening. Everybody needs knowledge. We need knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We need man, woman, and child in the black home to to cherish each other. You know, we don't. It's
I
just
agree.
it's not. Say it again.
I said I agree.
Right. Yep. Yep. We need knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in the black home, in the black family, so women don't have to endure nothing. Awakenings, like I said, when I was younger, I was like I was younger. Like I said, when I was younger, God was just taking me through things in love just to prepare me for my love life. And He's still taking me through things. He's taking me through celibacy to learn how celibacy worked for my children, to learn to teach my children, my girls and my boys, how celibacy and abstinence work. So um when I was younger, I was being prepared for this with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And that came from, and then I had a spiritual awakening when I was 15 years old. I had my awakening at 15 years old. So, especially if we raising children, we need to raise our children the same way, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in the household. So when you get older, you won't be making no black women just, we not just enduring poverty, and we learning how to manifest racks for ourselves. We learning how to manifest money for ourselves. We learning how to manifest, we learning about our heritage, our magic. We're learning about all kinds of different things to manifest wealth for ourselves. We're manifesting generational wealth for ourselves. That's what we teaching our children, so that they don't have to make women endure, so that the young girls don't have to endure anything. They always know that they should be cherished. They're not settling for less. They aren't letting a man walk all over them. None of that is happening. So that's what that's how I feel on that.
Yeah, and that's fine. And I agree with you. The next question is, what does being labeled the strong woman actually hides?
Um, what does being labeled a strong woman actually hide? I'm trying to, because right now, like the strongest women in my life, I'm strong, but I'm a strong female, but I'm still being molded. Um, um, my grandmother's strong. Let me see. What does that actually hide? What does the strong female, being
Cause
labeled a strong female, actually
you
hide?
know that a lot of females say, "I'm tired of being strong all
Uh-huh.
the time." They be mentally drained, psychologically drained, emotionally drained, and all that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's true. And that's exactly that's actually what that is. That's actually what that actually hides. Like, that actually hides that. But I mean, I'm not married. I don't have no children, and I'm I'm still at my family's home. My only hardships right now is getting a man away from me, is getting a psychopath away from me. That's my only hardship right now. That's the only thing that I'm dealing with right now that's hard. Like, now I don't know. And my grandma is strong because she cooks all the time for the family. She works still at 70 something years old. She still hasn't retired. Um, she works very hard too. She works not I wouldn't say she works very hard because she just got surgery. So she can't do the things she does no more. Um, she can't do certain things no more. But um, I mean, my mind is you even explained it, but my mind is completely blank.
Yeah, I feel you on
Like
that.
I can't think of nothing that I can't think of nothing that would
You breaking
yeah,
up
I
a
can't
little
think
bit.
of anything.
Oh,
I
that's
can't
fine.
think of anything.
That's fine. We can all move on to the next question.
Okay.
Who who checks on the woman everyone depends on?
Well, I know I check on my grandma. I love my grandma so much. She raised me. I check on my mom because my mom is blind. So I talk to her and I check on her. Um, I don't get checked on, but that's okay. I mean, my grandma check on me a lot. My grandma check on me. That's cool. Um, but everyone don't depend. People I get depended on, but not by everybody. My grandma, like she's like the rock of the family. She don't get depended on by everybody, but people we just it's a system. Like everybody loves her and everybody knows that she's strong. Everybody knows that if you do need help, you can talk to her. You can go to her and she can help you. But other than that, everybody in my family is doing their own thing. Um, I know I check on my grandparents though, and she's married to my grandpa, so he probably be there for her too. But my grandma, because she does the same thing for us, everybody is there. People are there for her if she ever needed our help. But she's so independent and strong that she doesn't she doesn't she doesn't she doesn't need help from us. But we be needing her sometimes. She doesn't need our help a lot. She needed us before, but not really all the time. She's needed us like a couple of times before, but other than that, she got herself
That's good. Happy to hear
mhm,
that.
right.
The next question: what really happens when a woman finally says, "I'm not okay"?
I've been through that before. Um, well, the tears that she refused to cry, they come out, and she's embraced. Hopefully, she's embraced by her family. She's loved on harder. She's understood a little bit more. She was like, they be like, oh, that's why she does this, or that's why she does that, or that's why, they're a little bit more sensitive with her. Maybe her enemies are, exposed. Things are exposed. Um, she's expected. People expect less from her because they letting her kick her feet up. They something like that. She just loved on a little harder.
Yeah, I can see that. We getting down to the last few questions.
Hmm.
When did you stop shrinking yourself to make others feel comfortable?
Recently, as a matter of fact, um, I I want to be smaller. So I went through something with my weight. I don't have low self-esteem or anything, but like I mentioned before, somebody was harassing me because somebody hurt me because they thought that I was too fat for something or whatever the case was. Narcissists and psychopaths, these people are very evil. So they thought that I was too fat or whatever the case was. So they thought decided to hurt me to force me to lose weight, and it made me very sick. Um, hold on. So I got sick and I had got really skinny, and then I started so as I started fighting back because they kept spitting in my something kept they kept abusing me, and when I started fighting back, I started gaining my weight back to get healthier because I wasn't very healthy with my weight off me, and I kept throwing up my food, and I wasn't using the bathroom properly, and I was diagnosed with a illness and everything. So when I started fighting back, I started gaining my weight back, and my digestive system was very messed up. I had to take medicine, and so I started asking my friends. I started taking more body pictures so I can fix myself. I started taking I started taking telling my friends, "Hey, take a picture of me. Let me see how I look." Full body pictures, you know. I started trying to be more confident with my new weight because I was a little overweight. I was a little thicker. So I started telling my friends, "Hey, take a picture of me." So I can figure it out. So they started taking pictures of me, and I started trying to be more confident with what I was seeing, and it wasn't that bad, you know. And I started trying to work out, and I was just doing different things, and but eventually my weight evened itself out because my I was fixing my digestive system, so it evened itself out. I started going back down to my normal size and everything, and so they wanted me to be down, and they wanted me to be without them. They wanted me to be unhealthy without them in my life, and they were still trying to abuse me, and they were still doing the wrong thing to me and everything. And I didn't care, you know. I stopped. I never cared. It's just I got abused. I got abused very badly, and they were still trying to keep abusing me. But I didn't. I don't care what people think about me at all. Like I never really cared about what people thought about me. I've been thick all my life. You know, I've been a thicker girl all my life. I'm not, you know, a fat, you know, but I've been a thicker girl. Like my family members, my cousins and stuff, they small. I was the thicker one in the family. I was the one with the thighs and the butt, and I was thicker. But the rest of them, they skinny. My sister,
Hey,
they were skinny. I was the thicker one, but I didn't mind that. You know, I'm not like overweight or anything like that. I'm the thick one with the brown skin. Everybody else was dark skinned and they were smaller than I was. But I never even shrunk myself. You know, I never even did that. You know, I've always been confident in myself. I've always been confident. You know, but yeah, I got abused for my weight, and I just started taking full body pictures to show them that it's not happening. Like you're not going to take my confidence from me. You can't do that to me.
I'm happy to hear that.
Uh-huh.
That's what's up. And I know those who really care about you happy to hear that too.
Right.
So,
Those who mind don't matter. Those who matter don't mind.
so on to our next question. What version
Right.
of yourself are you healing for?
The best version of myself is the best. That version of myself is what I'm in my motherhood. When I become a mother, I got to. I can't let. I got to. I can't bring no children in this world. I gotta get right. I have to get healthy. I gotta do it for my children. The motherhood, the mother in me, I gotta do that. The wife and mother in me, I can't bring this, whatever I'm going through, I can't bring this into my marriage, and I can't bring this into my motherhood. I gotta heal from all of this. I gotta come out of this a true soldier for my children and my husband.
Yep, as you will and as you should.
Hmm.
What does joy look like when you eventually no longer just surviving? What will it look
My
like to you?
my soft girl era. Like I want to be toned in my body, and my style is impeccable. Um, I'm able to put my grandma on to something. She wants to own some property. I want to take care of her. Um, take care of my mom. Even though she taking care of herself, I want to be beautiful, for my family. I want to I want to be joyful for my family and for my husband and for my children. I want to be in my soft girl era so I can take care of them. Oh, 4:44 on the clock. That's crazy.
Yeah,
uh,
444.
yeah, it was 3:33 when we first started. Now it's 4:44.
Yeah, making good time.
Um, right. But yeah, my style. I've been posting pictures of like different shoes and stuff that I want on my Instagram page, and they are so cute. Yeah, uh, car, my own car, a decent car, a decent home. Like I don't have to do too much. I want to do just enough for my family. Like I don't have to have like all kinds of different like cars and stuff like that. You know, I want to keep it simple and then take care of my family. But yeah, that's what that look like. Keeping it simple and taking care of my people and being adorable, being beautiful while I do that. And then giving back to my community with my overflow.
Yep, I feel you on that too.
Mhm.
It's always good to give back to the community.
Mhm.
And our next question is, what do you want women to learn from your story?
Don't be afraid to speak. Don't Jordan Zora Neale Hurston said something about don't stay silent because if you stay silent, they'll hurt you, they'll kill you and say that you liked it. Okay? Don't be quiet for people. Don't believe people when they say you need to be quiet. Don't let nobody silence you at all. Report it immediately. Trust your instincts. Trust a woman's gift is her intuition. A woman's intuition is impeccable. Trust your intuition. Um, you heal when you need to heal. Don't allow nobody to rush your healing. Don't tell nobody how to um don't let nobody tell you how to tell your story, and don't let nobody tell you what to do with how you feel. You don't let nobody tell you how to feel or none of that.
Yes,
And that's
that
it.
makes total sense. And the last question I have, what truth about womanhood still make people uncomfortable, and why do you think that is?
What truth about womanhood still makes people uncomfortable?
And
That
why
we
do
can
you,
do the things that we can do the things that what we can do certain things that people think that we can't. Like a lot of times, there's a lot of people in history. It's a quote that says, well-behaved women rarely make history." Um, we can do the things that people think that we can't do. Like a lot of times in history, they made movies about it. About especially Black women, um, going outer space and studying astronomy and doing all kinds of different things in this world that people didn't think that we would be able to do. And that's especially for black women because we endure racism on top of that.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
if people wanted to follow you, how are they able to contact you or follow you?
You can find me on Facebook as if you wanna. I'm thinking about in a little bit. I'm thinking about switching pages on my Facebook because it's just I want to do something different with my Facebook page because it's a lot of negative energy behind that page, and so but the new page I'm going to have is going to be the same one, Lyric Nacole. If you can see my name on the screen here is Lyric Nacole, Lyric space Nacole Nacole. That's Facebook. And on Instagram, on YouTube, no, Instagram, it's Oshun's Lyric. OSHUNS Lyric. Lyric.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I want to thank you for
Yeah.
coming on again. It was a pleasure.
I want to thank you so much. Uh-huh. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak. Thank you so much for giving somebody like me a platform. I didn't expect that. That was a blessing. I really appreciate that. I want to give you a big hand clap for allowing me to tell a little bit of my story. I didn't want to cloud it with that, but I mean I have a lot on my mind. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to, and I really appreciate you for allowing me to share my story with your followers and everything like that. That was really cool. That's really nice of you.
You're welcome. And
And I
anytime,
hope I was able to. Yeah, of course. And I hope I was able to answer your questions. I mean, I mean, I'm going through what I'm going through. I may not be as educated as I want to be, so a lot of times I didn't really understand. Like I'm trying to understand exactly what you mean, and I'm catching on, but it just what I'm saying. It was just a little
I try
difficult,
to
a
make the
little bit, but
questions.
I'm not as educated as I want.
Yeah, that's fine. But no, I try to always make the questions simple so they could just be
Right,
simply the answer where people will feel comfortable
right,
answering
right,
questions.
right, exactly. And you did, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, because I know sometimes questions be a little confusing sometimes. So,
Right. Thank you.
yeah. And thank you for joining. We're gonna log. I'm not on end the video right now.